All right, let's go. I'm gonna use a part two. Okay, we are considering all of our options, and we'll do what is necessary to protect the rights of safety of district residents. He said. Trump's federalization of the city police force relies on his authority under Section 740 of the District Home Rule Act, the decades-old law that established Washington's local government. That section gives a president the power to order the district's mayor and temporarily hands over control to the Metropolitan Police Force if the president determines that the special conditions of an emergency nature exist. Emergency controls is set to expire after the maximum of 30 days according to the statute and can be extended only if Congress passes the law authorizing it. Let's read that again. Emergency control is set to expire after the maximum 30 days according to the statute. It can be extended, but only if Congress says so. Passes a law authorizing it. Although Trump has frequently complained about crime in the district, violent crime there has fallen to a 30-year low as of January, according to the U.S. Department of Justice. Statistics from the Metropolitan Police Department also show that incidents of homicide, sexual abuse, assault with a dangerous weapon, robbery, and overall violent crimes have dropped by double-digit percentages so far this year. Federal law enforcement presence in the D.C. have nevertheless increased in recent days. Eleanor Holmes Norton, a Democrat who is the District of Columbia's non-voting delegate in the House of Representatives, called Trump's action a historic assault on D.C. home rule, and a counterproductive escalatory seizure of D.C.'s resources to use for purposes not supported by D.C.'s residents. Administration is justifying the decision by misleading, citing year-old statistics, Norton said. Trump, who had recently threatened to place Washington under federal control, said Monday morning that the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi is taking command of Metropolitan Department as of this moment. For the follow up on that, she relinquished the command back to the rightful owner. He also said that he would deploy the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly. Trump added, "You're going to have a lot of essentially military, and we will bring the military if it's needed." D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser's office did not immediately respond to the CNBC's request for comment on Trump's actions. She had previously pushed back on Trump's characterization of her city. People are coming out to our capital. They're starting businesses in our capital. They're raising families in our capital. Any comparison to a war-torn country is hyperbolic and false, Bauer said Sunday on MSNBC the weekend. Trump had teased his announcement on social media in the days leading to the presser. Crime, savagery, filth, scum will disappear, and I will make our capital great again. Trump wrote on Truth Social earlier Monday. On Sunday, he declared that the homeless in D.C. will have to move out immediately. Where in the world are they going to go? While assuring that the government will give you places to stay, but far from the capital. The administration have disputed the crime in D.C. is dropping. White House Communications Director Stephen Fung on Monday morning pointed to the police union's reported accusation that crime statistics in D.C. have been manipulated. Trump's complaints about crime in D.C. ramped up after reports that Edward Corstein, one of the initial staffers on the White House's so-called Department of Government Efficiency, was assaulted there earlier this month. And the Trump administration deployed the National Guard to Los Angeles in June to address the civil unrest or federal immigration enforcement operation in the city. California Governor Gavin Newsom has issued the administration arguing that Trump's actions were unconstitutional. A trial on the suit of California's federal court began Monday. All right, that would do it for this one. Gotta make this a part 2. Okay, part 2. But this is basically an old story. Like I said, pretty much all of them are old. But Trump, that he still has them troops over in Washington. But this is just, like I said, straight up stupid. Like I said in the episode of Trump Docs on TikTok. This is just you pretty much just condemning the city over reputation, over one act. And you pretty much just wasting the troops' time, because they pretty much just walking the city like they're bored and don't got nothing to do. Well, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It really it doesn't, because it's in. You gotta look at the numbers. Not somebody's lying. If Washington D.C. is that bad, why is the numbers so low? That pretty much sums it up. If Washington D.C. is that bad, and according to Trump, then why are the numbers are so low? Why are the numbers so low? But I think it was just a distraction. This whole drama is just a distraction from not releasing them Epstein files. And but like I said, you pretty much condemning the city over their reputation, over their past reputation, and that's pretty much sums it up. Because I know them National Guards really don't want to be there. If they truly took a lie detector test, they would tell the truth. They really don't want to be in Washington. Yep, they really don't want to be in Washington. But like I said, to sum it up, this episode, if Washington D.C. was so bad, then why are the numbers so low? But that'll do it for this one. This is another episode of the Reporter Vlog with a 2-parter. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your weekend. I'm gone.